Good morning, you guys. Forgive the lighting, but I cannot control it because it's my first day of dental school and I'm so stoked while at the same time extremely nervous. I gotta put my makeup on. I'm trying to decide if I should put some like contacts in, because I know that if we use masks my glasses will steam up, but I feel like we're probably not going to wear masks the first day. I don't even know if we'll wear masks. Well, we probably will. Oh, maybe we will wear them the first day. Now that I think of it, they're going to show us a sanitation center, so they might have us put masks on, because from my reading it says you have to wear masks while you're in there, but nothing is going to be like needed sanitized, so it's possible they won't make us because everything is already going to be like clean, because there's not actually any patients coming. But there's only one person here so far, and I'm pretty sure it's the instructor. So there's that. I can't imagine that everyone else is late. So maybe I'm the only person. I don't think so, because at orientation there was a lot of people, but when I visited in the summer they said they only had three students. So I was like, maybe I'll get lucky and there won't be many students. I would love that, because honestly, you know, I feel like you get more schooling if there's nobody there. Sorry, you guys, you're not even going to be able to see me for a while. But I guess I'm going to wear my contacts, because if they do by chance make us put our masks on, I at least want to be prepared so that I'm not like, hey, I need to go to the bathroom and put contacts in. Because that's another thing I read in the reading, that like you can't put contacts in like while you're working, which makes sense, because you don't want to get like disease or something in your eye. But I gotta have contacts in if I'm gonna be wearing a mask. So this is what's going on here, you guys. There's only 5 more minutes till I go in, and I'm the only one here, like I said. And this other car that I'm pretty sure was here the last time I was here too. So, like, I'm pretty sure it's the instructor, but we'll find out when we get in there. I don't know if I should go in early or not. She's in the car still, so it must not be the instructor. It must be another student. Let me finish my makeup, get the show on the road, and go in a couple minutes, you guys. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Dominic took a picture of me this morning. I'll post it right here for you. But I'm really pumped. I ordered all these cute headbands. I can't remember if I told you guys about them already. But they also have like these little, I probably told you guys already. They have these little like things on the side. So if we do wear masks, I can hook my mask to the buttons instead of on my ears, so that my ears don't get in pain. I'm going. I love you. I'll see you after. Hey guys, it is my lunch break right now, and we get an hour lunch break, which honestly I'm here for. I did not bring my camera today, so I'm just using my iPhone, so hopefully the camera quality is okay. But I didn't bring it because I was like, I don't want to have to stress over, like, I don't know, leaving my camera somewhere possibly and it not being safe, because the school I'm going to is literally like downtown, like in the city. Like literally you drive like right into the city in order to get to it. So I was like, I don't really want to leave it in the car. But then I also had no idea who the people were going to be that were going to be in my class with me. So I was like, I don't really want to leave it in my class either, because I don't know who these people are. Turns out the people are so nice. And there's only 5 of us. So there were supposed to be 7 apparently, and 2 of them didn't show up yet. But I'm bummed because one of the girls that I saw while I was at orientation, she isn't here today. So I don't know if she's not doing it. The lady literally said that 7 people signed up, but like, if they signed up, they would have paid, right? You'd think. And if you paid, you're kind of crazy not coming, because it's kind of an expensive program. But that aside, it has been really good so far. All we've done so far is bookwork, basically. Like literally I did all the reading that we had to do before like coming to class today, and that's pretty much all we've covered. But it's been nice because I've been able to hear it in like her words rather than just reading the book. And when I was reading the book on my own the past week, I was just like, this is a lot of information that like I don't understand. But a part of that is because they had printed out the book for us, so it was like all kind of black and white, like the pictures and everything, and the pictures just weren't really explaining anything very well, because in black and white you can't really tell. You can't really tell what anything is. So you guys, there's a Dunkin' across the street. Should I get Dunkin'? I know I'm gonna regret not getting caffeine if I don't get Dunkin', because it's 11:45 right now, so I don't have a headache yet, but I feel like maybe I should try and get over there. The problem is that I'm going to want to drink it before I get back to class. I think it's a mistake. Maybe I'll get it when I get out. I don't know. I know I'm going to end up with a headache if I don't take it. I brought Midol though, so maybe if I take some Midol, I'll be okay. But anyway, that's besides the point. I don't think I should get Dunkin' just because like it's a lot of information, and since there's only 5 of us, like what if I get sick? Like it'll just be very noticeable, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I am loving it so far. I mean, as much as you can love doing bookwork, we're supposed to do like the hands-on stuff the back half of class, so that should be really fun. And I feel like I understand it, like I comprehend it so much more when an actual person explains something to me versus like just reading about it on paper. It just makes so much more sense when she explains it to me. So that's really amazing. The girls seem really nice. The only thing is that like we didn't do any sort of like get to know you exercises, which I guess makes sense. Like it would be weird for us to maybe, but it would be nice to like look at each other. You know what I mean? Like I'm at the front of the class because I don't know why I'm like this, you guys. I thought it would be a good seat and it's not. Like it's okay, but I can't really see the rest of the people. So like while we're working, you know what I mean? Like there's just less to look at because you're looking right at the lady, the instructor, who is great. But I would like to know the people that are going to be in my class for the next 10 weeks, but we didn't really get an opportunity to like get to know each other at all yet. So we'll see how it goes there. They all seem very nice, but like as nice as they can seem, because like, you know, we haven't really got to know each other. I fully expected us to like start the class by us all kind of like at least introducing ourselves, which she kind of like asked us our names, but we didn't really like say anything about us. You know how normally like I just feel like there's usually a get to know you element, but I guess not in like bigger classes. But since there's only 5 of us, I do think it would have been nice for us to all be like, hey, this is a little about me, a little blurb. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm happy we didn't have to do it, to be honest, because I was also preparing for that last night, and I was like, what is my blurb going to be? And I was like, I don't want to talk about my YouTube channel yet. I'm going to have to tell them about my YouTube channel when I do my resume and everything, but like, I don't know. It's just so much information to put of yourself on display for people because like you guys know everything that I tell friends because I tell you guys, but like for people that I'm first meeting, I don't love to be like, oh, and I have a YouTube channel and like this is what it's about and go check me out. Like I don't like to do that because like I want them to know things because I tell them things, not because I told the internet it and then they found out through the internet. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it doesn't seem like it's going to be that kind of class regardless. So even if they did know about my YouTube channel, it wouldn't be that big of a deal because it doesn't seem like it's going to be a class where we have a lot of time to like interact and like become friends. They're all really young actually too, which was I guess I kind of expected from orientation because there was a lot of young girls at orientation, but yeah, I mean I don't even know if they're really young, to be honest. I haven't looked at them, like any of them, for more than 3 seconds because of where I'm seated. I literally am in the front of the class, so like I don't really know if they're young, but they look young and they're all really cute and like, you know, they're all great. So I'm very excited. It's going to be a good time. I just think that it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot of information. And so far, I don't feel like we have learned all that much, maybe because I did the reading beforehand. While I was doing the reading, I was like, why did they have us do the reading before rather than having us do the reading afterwards? Like while we're in class, she goes over the paragraphs and like kind of tells you what the important stuff is. But in hindsight, now that I've noticed that's how she does it, she's not like going over the entire thing. It makes sense she had us do the reading beforehand because like we at least have some sort of base knowledge, you know? It's just when the base knowledge is coming, it was so like, I knew nothing about dental. So like reading about like the sterilization and like all the different like chemicals and all it, honestly, the first class and the first like reading assignment is enough to kind of scare you a little bit and not want to do this because it's nothing about teeth. It's like not really about what I want like to learn about. It's the stuff that's probably the most important, but also the stuff that makes you kind of like apprehensive to go into dental. So it's kind of the stuff that like about just diseases that you could get if you don't take care of the stuff properly, or like do certain things that you're supposed to do to make sure that like you can't get the diseases from the people, whatever it's called. It's called like PPE or something. I don't even know, you guys. No, you have to wear PPE, protective something. But you obviously need to know in order to actually like be in dental. It's stuff that you don't really think about as somebody who is just going to the dental office. All of the things that are in place that like keep you safe, because obviously you're going into people's mouths. Okay, you guys, my phone died because it overheated, but I have to go back now. I realized I thought that we had our break till 12:30, but we actually only have it till 12:15. So the good news is that next time, like every day, I will be able to go to the Dunkin' and then come over to Wendy's, which is very exciting to me because there's like so many places to eat around here, but Wendy's be the cheapest and the Dunkin's right across the street. So I'm not going to get one today just because crossing the street and then crossing the street seems like a hassle at the moment. But I'm going to go back to school now and I will chat with you guys when I get out. I don't know if there's going to be much more to update you guys on, but it's been good so far. I just feel like I'm retaining I feel like I'm retaining information, but I feel like I'm getting like a lot of information. So more than I'm used to, obviously, at the moment. So, yeah, it's just been a lot, but very exciting. Hello, you guys. I literally look like I was just doing like manual labor or something, but I was out walking Sunday after I got back from the day that I had, which was so fun. Here's a picture of Sunday at the window. She was so upset with me because I obviously wasn't here all day, and she's just really not used to me not being here anymore. But she's at the moment having a panic attack beneath my feet. I'm gonna try and get her to go drink some water really quick because it was very hot out there, and that is what all the sweat is, and it was super muggy because it had just rained, so you know how it is. Give me a second, I'm gonna try and get her to drink water. Okay, well, that was worth a shot, but she literally refused to drink. I'm sure that if I opened my cup for her, she would drink out of it. She does this really annoying thing where she wants us to, we have to act like we're drinking out of the water in order for her to drink out of it, and usually it can trick her, but the one is obviously on the ground, so like for me to pick it up, it just feels gross to even act like I would be drinking out of that water, so I just could not do that this time. But apologies for the sweat situation, but you guys, today went so good, like so infinitely better than I expected it to. When I got back from lunch, you guys are gonna die actually, because I remember what I filmed on my lunch break, and it's so freaking funny what ended up happening when we got back in there. So first of all, the girls are amazing. Like, okay, the first half of the day we were doing like book work, so we weren't interacting with each other, so it was really hard to get like a feel for anyone, like I was telling you guys. But the second half of the day we all went into like the offices and kind of like worked on stuff together. You got a feel for just how sweet everyone was. Like, everyone was genuinely so nice and like friendly. We ended up all like talking about our ages somehow. I don't know how. Like, there was one girl there that I was with on orientation as well, and she was so like chatty and very intelligent and like just so friendly, over the top friendly, like somebody that, she's only 19 years old, mind you. She's such a little baby. She was at orientation with me, and she just seemed like she was kind of shy, but at the same time, when spoken to, like, it was clear she was very friendly, and like she had like a whole insight to the program, because I guess her cousin went to the program and like got a job right after. It was honestly amazing for me to hear. I felt like something went wrong there because she wasn't the instructor, the administrator lady that I had never met before was really only like looking at me, like she was looking at me right in the eyes while she was telling everything that I already knew. Obviously, you guys remember I told you that. And this other girl was like sitting there, like not being talked to at all, to be honest. That's how I felt. And so my mind was wandering, because you guys know how I am, like I'm always like trying to consider how the other person might be feeling, and I was just like, what? Why is this lady looking at her? I was like, this girl is clearly very friendly and clearly is trying to sell the program herself. Maybe because, in hindsight, maybe it's because she knew that the girl had somebody that went through the program already or something, but I was just like, talk to this girl and look her in the eyes more, because I already know all this information and I'm really not the person that needs to be sold right now, because I'm already signed up for the program. So while we're doing like all of our like cleaning and everything, like this girl was filling the gaps. Like nobody was feeling like there was, like originally when I had to do the cleaning, because what happened was the instructor showed us how to clean the room and then we had to clean it. So she wanted me to do it first, and I was like, I honestly don't remember. Like if I see something once and you're explaining something to me, I might have a little ADHD, and I'm like I'm typically focusing on how people feel when someone's like going over things. Like I'm focusing on the room more than I am on the thing that's happening. And so at the time that the teacher was teaching us how to disinfect, I was kind of focusing on this other girl who I didn't know if she could see everything very proper, like if she could see the way that the lady, like I don't know what I was doing, you guys. I was on a different level. And anyway, they had me go first to disinfect, and I felt like all the eyes were on me. So like it was very clear that I was just like extremely uncomfortable, because everybody was just like staring at me, and I was the first person to go, and I didn't remember how to do anything. So then I don't know what happened, but I ended up not having to go first. This other girl came in and she like went first. She took the initiative and she was like, I'll go first, I'll do it. And she did it. And then I ended up going last. But while we were all going to do our disinfecting or whatever, the girl was like chatting up the instructor, like chatting her up, chatting up everyone, like keeping the eyes kind of off the person that was doing what they were supposed to be doing, so that like they didn't feel so, I'm sure she wasn't intentionally doing this, but maybe she was, but like I just didn't feel as like on the spot, like people were staring at me, because she was like just chatting away. But one of the things that she did during that time was she asked people's like how old certain people were, and she was asking how old one of the girls that was also there. I want to take my hair down so bad, you guys. But one of the other girls that was there for my orientation brought her son to my orientation, and she asked her how old she was, and the girl said she was 35, and honestly, I was shocked, because the girl did not look 35. But she then somehow they ended up asking me how old I was. I'm pretty sure I mentioned to you guys that they probably don't realize how old I am. But I don't remember if I said that to you guys on my lunch break. But it was crazy, because even if I didn't say it to you guys, I thought it before I went back in. I was like, I know I'm probably the oldest one here, but I don't know if they know I am, because I kind of like present kind of young. You know, like the way that I act is young, and the way like I have an Olivia Rodrigo mug, like, you know, like we're young, let's be so for real. I don't seem like a normal 30-year-old. Moral of it all is that we had a really good time the rest of the day, and we all got to know each other the rest of the day. So everything that I said to you previously, I just like ate my words the rest of the day because we all got to know each other. By the end of it, like one of the girls was even like asking us all like at the end of the program to go get mimosas, which most of the girls are too young, she said, but I still think they could go to brunch. Like you can still go to brunch and not get mimosas, obviously, but because I probably wouldn't get a mimosa personally. But it was really fun. We had a really good time, and I really like the girls that are in my program, and I really like everything. Like it was so much fun, and I can't wait to go back. But it was exhausting. I didn't get to drink any coffee, and I'm pretty sure that Dunkin' might be closed, because when I drove out of the Wendy's, the Dunkin' had like a road closed sign in front of it. So I just don't even know how to get to it. So I might be in that predicament every single time. Maybe I'll just have to bring a coffee from home or something. But I ended up making a coffee when I got home as well. So I made a coffee because it was pouring rain when I first got home. And then I walked Sunday, and now here we are. So that's the tea on my first day of dental school. I have so much homework. So much homework. I have to send my resume over to, which is so funny too, because like everything I said to you guys on my lunch break is totally thrown out the window, because now I have to send my resume literally for the second week. Like before I go to class, my second week, I have to send my resume to the like administrative girl, and she's gonna like rework my resume or something. But the problem with it is that obviously I'm gonna have YouTube on my resume. So everything I said to you guys, like, it was just pointless. It's just pointless. Everything like changed the minute that I went back into the school and we did more fun things, which we really did have a really good time. And I feel like this class is going to help me so much when it comes to actually feeling like assertive and like confident in going into a dental office. Because something that I learned from this little 19-year-old girl, like this is why I hate when people that are older like act like the younger generation has nothing to teach them, or like they can't learn anything from younger people, or like that younger people don't know anything. What I learned from this little girl is that, and maybe it's actually also messed up that I'm calling her a little girl, but she's physically very little as well. But she just is very like outgoing, and I hope that by the end of this program I'm back to that person, because you guys know, like I just used to, well, you don't know, well, no, you guys really haven't known me outside of COVID, but like prior to COVID I was always just very outgoing, and like I'm still outgoing for you guys, but I feel like I have like a shield over me now that is very anxious, and I miss the way that I used to be, and seeing the way that she acted, I'm like, I want to be that again. So I know I can learn from her, and I think this program is just going to teach me to be more confident, and to like, it'll teach me things so that I can be more confident when it comes to going for a job, like so that I can go in and know that I know what I'm talking about. So knowledge is power. I heard something earlier today. Knowledge is nothing without something. I can't remember now. It's like nothing without something. This is not a good good thing to say, but I wish I could remember. Let me write it down. Let me check on Google really quick. Without application? That doesn't seem right, but I do think that it is an A. Like it started with an A. So like basically if you're knowledgeable but you don't apply yourself, that is right. It really doesn't matter that you're knowledgeable because you aren't applying yourself. So the more that I, like, yes, learning is one thing, but being able to, I don't even know if this is the right use of that, like, of that quote even. I don't even know why I brought that quote up. But the more I use the stuff that I'm going to need when I'm going for jobs, the more I'm going to feel confident going into a job and being like, hey, I think you should hire me. Because right now, my current, like, hey, I think you should hire me spiel is literally just, I'm a good person, and I know that I have a good like moral compass, and I know that I will want to do good work for you, but like that's really not enough. So learning all of this, because I still like, that's what holds me back, is that I don't have the knowledge that I need. So I'm very excited. I'm just so pumped. I'm so excited to be learning, and it felt good to be learning, even if I am not, don't pick up things like as quickly as some other people do. I know that I will be okay. I know that I want to know it. If I didn't want to learn it, then it would be a whole nother thing, but I actually want to learn it this time around, which is so different than last time when I was in school, because I was in school for photography, 10 years ago now, which is insane to me. And I just really didn't want to learn. I was young, like I really didn't care. And that's really not an excuse, because this girl that was there clearly wanted to learn, and there are some young girls that clearly are there and want to learn, but I really didn't. I really didn't care to learn. I liked the way that I did things, and I think it's different in art too, because like it was photography, so like your art, it's harder to like accept that there's things you need to learn about art because you think it's an emotion-based thing. And I think that's the way that I went about it, but there was so much that I could have learned, and I have so many regrets when it comes to my schooling for photography. It wouldn't change anything now, obviously, but it could have changed my whole trajectory if I had just paid a little more attention in school. But like I completely lost passion for it because I felt like what they were teaching me was making my art less, I don't know, emotional. I don't know how to explain it. Because I had to think so much, I wasn't able to work with emotion when it came to shooting anymore, so I no longer was enjoying myself, and I just realized that was a hobby. But this is a profession, and I know that it's something that I want to learn, and I was really excited hearing about teeth. And like, I can't wait to learn all of the teeth, and like, I already know them obviously, but I can't wait to like learn more about like the teeth surfaces and stuff like that. She had a big thing in the classroom of like a big sign of the teeth, and I was like, why aren't we learning about that today? Instead we just learned about like just sanitizing and stuff. But what I will say too is that like, I know everyone says they don't use the stuff that they learned in school when they went and like had a job, but if I didn't learn this stuff in school and I just picked up the book that they gave me and I read it myself, which is what I did before going into class today, I would not know a thing about what was important in the book, and I wouldn't know, you know, what I needed to actually know when I go into like the field. So I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful for the program. I'm so excited to see where it goes, and I will keep you guys in the loop. I don't know if I'm gonna vlog every single week, because that seems like dumb. It seems weird for me to vlog every single week of the program, but maybe I will. Maybe I'll be wrong, because I do feel like I have a lot of time during the day that I am going, and I'm excited. So if it's something that you guys are interested in, I probably will vlog every single week, because I can tell I'm like, there's a fire in me that is making me love life again, and I have missed that so much. And it could literally just be hanging out with people, because you guys know, like, I just haven't really done that in so long, like, you know, been in a group setting like that. But I think it's more than that. Like, I think I'm excited to get into this field, and I'm excited to help. I'm excited to be the people that my dental office was to me, and not be the people that previous dental offices were to me, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm excited to give somebody the chance to enjoy going to the dentist and not hate going to the dentist, because I know that I used to hate going to the dentist, and it took the right people, shout out to Ebony, it took the right people to make me love taking care of my dental hygiene. And like, it does take the right dentist too. Like, something that my instructor was saying is that, or she wasn't saying it, the administrator, one of the people were saying that like the assistant is very important, because the teacher or the dentists aren't as like friendly, and so like the assistant is important to make sure that people feel like good. But I just totally disagree, and I really hope that I can find a dental office similar to my dental office in North Carolina, because like that I can work at, because literally everyone in my dental office in North Carolina was so friendly, and even the dentists themselves were like, my dentist, I just love my dentist. I'm so sad to not live there anymore, because he was so like nurturing. I've told you guys, like, nurturing is not the right word. Like, he just made me feel comfortable and made me feel like I wasn't a bad person for the way that my teeth were, and made me feel like I was doing the right thing, taking initiative. And at the end of the day, I just felt like he was proud when I was there, and like was proud that I was taking initiative. Like, he would verbally say like, we've come a long way, and like, you're doing great. And you know, like, I don't feel like all dentists are pieces of you know what. I think there are dentists out there that are in it for the right reasons. I mean, not that like there's a wrong reason to be in dentistry, but I think there are dentists out there that are in it to help people feel like feel better about their oral hygiene, and like take care of their teeth better. Like, I don't know, my dentist was awesome, and so was all the other people. Even the guy that did my bone graft was amazing, so nice. And like, I don't know, I disagree. I hope I can find a office here in this area that has a similar like, oh, my eye is twitching. My eye is twitching so bad right now. Oh my God. It says, why the heck did you have caffeine so late? I only had 1 shot of espresso too, and usually I have 2 shots, but anyway, I hope I can find an office that like emulates the office in North Carolina. And also, something that I learned today that I really am in dire need of is an office that's like more updated, because I don't want to do the old-timey stuff. Like, I don't really like that dark ages stuff. But if I have to do it, I will. I just don't know if I necessarily am the right fit for like a family practice. I think I would be, or maybe I am, I don't know. I'm not gonna speak too soon. I'm in my first week. But I just know that like I want to be in an office that was similar to the office that I was in North Carolina. And that office was so updated. Like, everything was very electronic, and like very, the offices that I'm learning from are not as updated in that regard. And I know that those updates are something that makes the patient feel comfortable. Like, I felt really comfortable because they had all this technology. It's just what I'm more comfortable in. But I know not everyone's that way. Anyway, you guys, I love you. I'm going to end this because I think I've talked your ears off, but just know I'm living life good right now. I'm pretty happy. But I'm supposed to start my work, like my actual job, this week, so that could be interesting. I am very nervous about that, but it is from home, working from home, so like I think it will be fine, and I just have to pedal to the metal with it until I can do dental, if I end up choosing to do dental full-time in the future. But yeah, that's the tea. I love you guys, and I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. I will see you guys in my next one.